Whether you're a 20-year veteran to Aruba or this is your first time on the island, join me for a look at the other side of the bridge. Okay, we're here at one of my favorite Colombian restaurants in Aruba. It's called Casa Vieja, located here not far from the airport. I just ordered the bandeja paisa platter. That's one of my favorite dishes as well. It's a huge plate of food, and let me tell you what, I love every bit of it. You're gonna see that in just a few seconds. In the meantime, let's talk about Aruba's newspapers. You know, if you're gonna hang out on the other side of the bridge, which is not exactly a geographic location as much as it is a sensibility, you gotta check out the newspapers. I mean, Diario has some of the best political cartoons, and police chase photos, car wrecks, and look at this, my bandeja paisa platter has just arrived. I'm gonna bring my other camera over and show you some close-ups in just a few seconds. But in the meantime, just feast your eyes upon that, huh? That is one plate of delicious food. Okay, we're gonna eat in just 1 second. Back to the newspapers. You know, Diario has great advertisements, as I said, political cartoons, the latest car wreck photos, all that kind of stuff. So when you're here on the island, pick up a local newspaper and page through it. You'll learn some papiamento, maybe a little bit of Spanish. There's the lottery numbers in there. Another important thing, you've got to have the lottery numbers. Okay, I know you're starving. You can see this plate of food in front of me. You're fascinated by this cultural interaction. So we're going to cut away now with the GoPro camera and show you the bandeja paisa, which also happens to include a bucket of frijoles beans. Okay, so with video trickery, I activated the GoPro camera. We're gonna go in for a close-up here on the bandeja paisa platter. This will just knock you right out. It'll feed you for the whole day. I usually skip breakfast and then have one of these and skip supper as well. All right, here's what we got. Up close here, we have frijoles beans right there, delicious sauce. Have a little bit of salad on the main plate. You got rice, piece of sausage, fried egg on top of some steak. Underneath that, there's a fried plantain, an arepa, some ribs, and of course right here, this thing right here. That is awesome. That's chicharron, man. You want to get as much of that as you can, as long as your open heart surgery is, like I said, prepaid. All right, I'm gonna chow down. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more about the Aruba newspapers. Okay, I told you we talk about Aruba's newspapers, and we're gonna in just 1 second. But first I want to introduce you to a different location. We drove about 5 or 7 miles from Casa Vieja, where we had that gorgeous bandeja paisa platter for lunch, and now we're at a place called Rancho Josie. This is another favorite. A roadside snack stand, rum shop, whatever you want to call it. You'll find some friendly faces here and some ice-cold drinks. I mean, Balashi Chill, Old Par, Johnny Walker Scotch. The selection is not huge, but it is cold. And when you're here in Aruba and the sun's shining, an ice-cold drink will take you all the way home. Just remember, have a driver. You don't want to be drinking and driving. Safety first. Now, let's talk for just 1 more second about Diario. This is a great newspaper here in Aruba. They have 3-4 dailies here, so they can keep you occupied for quite a while. I'm going to use the GoPro to show you some close-ups here. Taking a look here at the cartoons. Wow, had a little controversy here over building some more windmills to make some electricity. We're going to show you those on another episode here of Doing Time with Dan on the other side of the bridge. And then the cops are looking for somebody. They caught somebody. Here's a great deal on cameras up at Sam's on Havenstraat or down here in San Nicolas. So if you pick up the local papers, you might find a deal that'd be a great value for you that you wouldn't find, of course, in the tourist area. So I'm going to show you a look around here at Rancho Josie, and then we're going to get back on the road here on the other side of the bridge. Okay, when we were over there at Rancho Josie, I mentioned a lottery here in Aruba. There's a lot of different games, and there's also some very simple ways to play. Just like you're used to maybe a quick pick or some other system where you're from, they have the same thing right here in Aruba. And I'm gonna take my 25 florin note, which is worth about $14.28. I'm gonna go inside here at the Zay Rover Lottery Shack and pick my numbers. Okay, here we are at the counter at the Zay Rover Lottery Shack, and I have my 25 florins. Now, if I want to play the mini mega game, which is kind of like a Powerball type of situation, it's 5 guilders per line per set of numbers. So 25 florins gets me 5 set of numbers. I feel pretty lucky today. I'm going to go with that. There's also the Lotto. Now that's a similar game, but it's only 4 florins per line. They also have sort of the pick 3 and pick 4, pick 5 type of games. Whatever you like to do, Aruba has plenty of ways for you to play the lottery. So just stop in here to the local lottery shack and Maria will help you out. Alright, I just picked up the winning ticket, so don't bother playing tonight. Hopefully I'll be on the front page of Diario tomorrow. If not, well, I'll be back here for some more numbers. Thanks for stopping by here at Doing Time with Dan from the other side of the bridge.